Hey, what's up, guys? So today's video is going to be kind of a long one. I got a lot to talk about. I'm going to talk about the money aspect of the business today. It seems to be the topic that you can't find anything on. Everybody tries to hide their secrets. There's really not any secrets out there. And it varies on where you go to work. Obviously, trucking in California is going to cost way more than it costs to truck out in Wyoming or Montana. The price of living is just higher down here. So I don't know what it takes to start a business out in the middle of the country, but I am going to talk about, what it takes down in Southern California. Northern California is kind of a different animal. I have trucked up there, but I'm familiar with the trucking business in Southern California now. So we're going to talk about that, but also what we're going to talk about, I've had a wild week. As a lot of you guys know, we had a wildfire just come raging through my valley. We got pretty lucky. It was kind of hairy for a little bit. For a little bit, I thought I was going to lose 2 of the Super 10s. We got the end dump out at first, but I didn't know if the other 2 trucks were okay. So I'm going to show you guys some of the pictures, some of the videos, some of that stuff that's gone on. It's just been a wild week. And, I'm not going to say it was cool or awesome or anything like that, because it's really sad. There are some people that lost their houses back there. I know some of them. And, it's just devastating. But it was kind of an eye-opening experience for me. I've lived back there for a while, so we've kind of been preparing for something like this. So it was really cool to be able to be in a position to help people. I will say that. So I'm going to show you guys some of those videos right now, just if you're interested. If not, you can scroll past them, and then we'll talk about the money aspect of the business. Just real quick, my job today, it's right next to the beach. Check this out. So there's the ocean. I get to work down here today. It's nice and quiet right now. I got to go ahead and get headed over to the job site. So I'll start talking again, and I'll show you guys some smooth shifting if you want. Here comes the surf liner. Choo-choo. Get going. Alright, so real quick, guys, before I show you these fire clips, that surf liner distracted me a little bit and I got sidetracked, and there will be no smooth shifting in this video, so I apologize for that. But real quick, I just want to give a big shout out to all those fire departments that came out and helped with the fire. We got to help out with almost every single department that came out, and every one of those guys just seemed like stand-up guys. It's amazing the amount of coordination that goes into those fires. I never had any idea the amount of work that goes into it. The dozer operation that came out was just incredible. Those guys got skill, the airdrops, everything. So it just was a really interesting experience for me. So, like I said, if you guys don't want to watch it, you can just scroll through to the rest of the trucking video. But I just thought it was interesting. You guys might want to see it. So here it is. Well, guys, we're in for a wild day today. This is my first real fire danger. Wish us luck. Say some prayers. It's gonna get crazy here in a little bit. There it is. It's starting to get big and nasty. So we got as much ready as we could. And one last video, boys. We're out of here. Do you have any dust masks?
I do have some.
So I can go get you one if you want. Is it? I don't know. Did you use one last night?
No.
Oh, okay.
You just close the house up.
Yeah, I'm gonna run down and go close the doors on my containers. gives me a hard time when she drives in the truck. She's like, how do you deal with those keys clinking? And it never even bothered me.
Well, it hasn't come across. It's just on the backside, but it is down from the...
Yeah, it's coming though. Go fill up my swimming hole.
Gotta get that upper one. I do that on like right.
Your last hope.
Oh, this is the gasoline.
He's gonna spit on your dreams right now, Joseph.
Oh, Joseph, going nowhere.
See, that one was a lot smaller.
Yeah,
than
you're right.
before.
You're right, but it might be coming out faster.
That didn't look fast at all.
Sit there and blow it down on top.
That's a bigger helicopter, though.
Sorry, Joseph.
You just let that car go?
Up good. There's some G's going on there now.
Yeah, these guys are original gangsters.
My boys. All the girls buy them drinks.
Alright guys, I'm out of here. Yeah, they went that way.
Slow enough, you gotta go with the gear down.
I copy, I'll make my way down to you.
Not looking good. Oh, here's my babies. Be safe, guys. Don't get vandalized, please. I'll miss you. What? You're in my video now, Robert.
Sorry.
You're famous. Alright, so I'm just getting loaded up with pieces of concrete right now, some demo. So you guys might hear an occasional thump or clanging or whatever. So anyhow, so what it takes to get started in the business. The magic number I feel is 60,000. 60,000 is that number because, well, this is if you're going to buy a new truck. The dealers are going to want at least $20,000 to $30,000 down. Especially for the first time buyers, you're going to need a decent amount to put down. If you can put more down, better. Sorry, there's a lady trying to cross the street right now and the cars aren't letting her. Poor lady. So then you got 30,000 down. That leaves you with $30,000 for operating costs. Now you're going to need $30,000 because you're probably going to go at least 2 months without getting any money. And you're going to have some operating costs. And you still have to make your payments, which are probably going to be about $4,000 a month. So let's start doing some math here. Alright, so I wrote some stuff down real quick so I don't lose my mind. So, you usually need 30 grand left over, and that's the bare minimum. Unless you guys have some other form of income on its way in. Because realistically it's probably going to be 2-3 months before you get any kind of money. because a lot of these guys that you work for, or at least that I work with, you know, you submit your invoicing at the end of the month, and then they'll have like a net 30, net 45, net 60 policy. So at the very soonest, you guys could get money in about 2 months. Obviously, you might find some people that pay you sooner. I've got a contractor, like I worked with a guy yesterday that, you know, I finished my job at the end of the day. I send him an invoice in the morning, and he pays it that day. So little guys like that are cool. But if you do work for the big companies, good luck getting any kind of payment schedule like that. So 30,000 is the number, because your truck payment, if you buy a new Super 10, it's probably going to be somewhere around $4,000 a month, depending on your interest rate, all that stuff. I don't know your exact number, but that's probably what it's going to be. So you got $4,000 a month. So let's say you go 3 months before you get any money. That's $12,000. Fuel is going to be a huge expense. I average between $100 to $150 a day when the truck's running. So you're looking at, we'll average $125. So you're looking at $7,500 in 3 months. So there's that number. Then on top of that, you got your truck insurance. Per truck, I mean, I have 3 of them now. And it's about a little over $1,000 a month for each of them. So I don't know what kind of payment schedule you guys are on. Insurance usually wants some sort of big down payment, and then you can make monthly payments. But we'll just, for the video's sake, say that it's $1,000 a month. And so that's going to be your bare minimum as far as expenses go. You're going to have the truck payment, your insurance payments, and your fuel payments. And that's going to run you about $22,500. So if you're running 3 months before you get any money, that's only going to leave you, what is that? $7,500 left over from your $30,000 chunk. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will have car payments, rent, or mortgage. You got food to buy if you got a family. So that just leaves you a little bit of money to live off of. And so if you guys can have a little bit more, I mean, 40,000 would definitely be like a more comfortable number. And I know these sound like big scary numbers, but you know, that'll be your safest cushion. So 60,000 is like the bare minimum. 70,000 I feel is like the optimal number when you guys are trying to start a dump truck business. So now that we've gotten like the bare minimums of what it takes to get started, I know people are gonna differ with my opinions. I don't really care. That's just what I think. You know, so far we're doing okay, and that's the number. So anyways, I'm gonna talk about the rates. This will probably get to be controversial, so I'm gonna hold on one second. Alright, so as far as the rates go, you know, this is the topic that nobody seems to ever want to talk about. I don't understand why. It's not like a hidden secret. You just get in the business and you find it out. In Southern California, the going rate is typically $105 to $110 an hour. And obviously it depends on the kind of work that you're doing, the material that you're hauling, how far you have to travel, all that kind of plays into it. But for the video's sake, we'll just say $105 an hour. So you run an 8-hour day, you're looking at $880. So let's stop there, and then we'll kind of break apart what that $880 can do. Alright, so at those rates, let's say you get $105 an hour, and you work an 8-hour day, that's $880. Times that by 5, that's $4,400. And you times that by, say, 4 weeks in a month, that's $17,600 a month. Now that sounds really good, but we're going to start breaking down the expenses a little bit. So let's say your truck payment is $4,000 a month, and then you got your average insurance, which I think is going to be $1,000 a month, and then you have your fuel, which is going to be a big expense. I would say $4,800 a month if you're running every day. And so at the end of that, that leaves you with $7,800 a month to live off of. which isn't bad. You know, that's pretty good money. But one of the things that you got to consider into that is you got tires. And I have figured out that it's about an average of, at least for me and my trucks, it's about $5,000 a year for tires, for each truck. So, divide that by 12, you're looking at $600 a month per tire, or on average, you want to set aside $600 a month for a tire. So, we'll minus that from the $7,800 that's left over, that leaves you with $7,200. Then you're going to have little knick-knack stuff here and there. We'll say $200 a month. So what does that leave you with? 72, about $7,000 a month to live off of, if you can find work every day. Alright, so that about sums up the money aspect of the business. You know, if you just want to do trucking for trucking and nothing else, you just want to show up to the job site, move dirt, go where they tell you to go, yeah, that's about what you'll make if you can find work every day, which isn't always easy. But where the real perks of having a Super 10 dump truck are, or any dump truck for that matter, whatever it is, some states allow more than good old California, where you make the real money is when you hustle and you find those connections where you can be the middleman for the export and the import, because it costs a lot of money to do both of those. So if you can offer good deals when you have a job that comes up with good dirt and you have another job site that needs good dirt, you know, that's where you'll make the money, and that's where the real perks of having a dump truck are, is that little stuff that comes along with a dump truck. Now, I don't want to talk about it too much because that's a complicated mess. You know, there's rocky soil, there's clay, there's stuff with organic material, you know, you get nice DG stuff, sometimes it's like nice road base. So obviously the rates of export will cost less for the nice stuff, it'll cost more for the crappy stuff, and vice versa. If you're importing nice material, you can charge more. If you're exporting it, you're lucky to give it away if it's crappy stuff. So it just kind of depends. But that's a whole nother animal. I don't want to talk about it. And so take it for what it's worth, guys. You know, I'm just trying to throw out some information out there that I wish was around when I started my business. Probably would have helped me out a little bit. I hope this can help somebody. You know, I appreciate you guys watching this video. As always, if you guys could do me a huge solid like, subscribe, share with your amigos, anybody that might be interested in the trucking business. I'll answer any questions. Just drop them down in the comments below. And keep on trucking. I'll talk to you guys later.